Alright, for this video, I'm going to compare some oil filters available at your friendly local auto parts store, or flaps as I like to call it. The STP filters are available from Autozone, and the Fram Drive and Fram Force filters are available from Advanced Auto Parts. They're all the same. They're all exact same fitment. They cross with each other. 3600, 3600, 3600, 3600. They're all prescribed for the same vehicles. I'm also going to throw in this AC Delco Gold PFL400A because it also is the same fitment. The blue STP S3600 was $5.99 from AutoZone. The Fram Drive FD3600 was $6.29 from Advanced Auto Parts. The STP Extended Life was $9.99 from AutoZone. The Fram Force FF3600 was $11.29 from Advanced, and the AC Delco PFL 400A was $8.79, also from Advanced Auto Parts. Arranged from shortest to tallest, or longest, the two AutoZone STP filters are the shortest, where the Fram Drive and the AC Delco are the same height, and the Fram Force being the tallest. That should translate into the Fram Force having a larger filter inside than the others. The two shorter STP filters are actually the same size as Motorcraft FL400S. I won't be cutting open the Motorcraft filter because I intend to use it. Starting with the two lowest priced filters, the blue STP and the Fram Drive. Look at the $5.99 STP oil filter. Already, I like what I see. Got end cap, stamped metal end caps holding the filter material in place. Coil spring on top holding the whole filter assembly tightly within the case. This button here is the bypass valve. So when pressure gets too high inside the filter, oil can bypass the filter and go through this valve. It should open between 12 and 15 psi. Anti-drain bag valve looks like it's just traditional black rubber. Nothing special about it. Kind of thin and flimsy, but I'm sure it'll work just fine. Inside the filter, you can see it's got the metal core, the louvered holes in there. It all fits nice and tight together inside the can. Looking at the Fram Drive at $6.29. Alright, I don't like what I see here. We got felt ends holding the paper filter material together. At the top here, we got a leaf spring that kind of holds everything tightly in place inside the case, but no bypass valve. No bypass valve. Here's the anti-drainback valve. It's thicker, a thicker rubber material, but this one serves two functions. Not only is it the anti-drainback valve, it is also the bypass valve. The bypass in this case are these smaller holes on the inside. Again, when pressure gets too high inside the filter, the oil come through those smaller holes, will push open this little inner flap to bypass. No spring. So it should open roughly the same pressure, 12 to 15 psi. But as this traditional black rubber piece gets old, it's going to warp and deform, and who knows what will happen with the bypass function. For my money, if I'm going to spend $6 on an oil filter, I'm going to get the blue STP. It seems like a superior construction. Oh, I forgot to mention, inside the Fram drive is a black plastic cage instead of the metal inner tube that the STP filter has. Comparing the sizes of each filter. The Fram drive is definitely a taller filter element. And that should translate into a greater surface area for filtering. The filter materials look about the same. Paper cellulose blend. Just judging by the shape of the pleats, I'd say the STP filter material is thicker, but I'm going to save an actual comparison of the filter materials and size for another video. All right, and now for the STP extended life oil filter. This one, compared to the blue one, this has a textured black paint, so get a little extra grip when trying to twist it off by hand. Spring, coil spring up top, holding everything tightly together inside. Same kind of bypass valve we saw in the blue filter. The filter element, I don't know, to me looks exactly the same. Red silicone anti-drainback valve. It seems a little bit thicker. Otherwise, not that much different. Also, we got this red silicone O-ring seal. Inside, you can see steel core with holes instead of louvers. I don't know how much that makes a difference, but there it is. The Fram Force, also a textured, grippy paint, just bright orange. Interesting feature here. Instructions. How to change your oil filter. So I suppose if you've never done an oil filter change before, this could be very handy. And maybe that'll make it worth paying the extra for the Force. However, on the inside, I don't like what I see. At least this one has a proper bypass valve. Okay, I like that. But again, these felt ends holding everything together, I don't like. Orange silicone anti-drain back valve, which is an improvement over the Fram Drive oil filter. Inside, metal core with holes. Let's see how the holes compare in size. See how the holes compare in size. You see, I don't know, the holes inside the STP filter might be a little bit bigger. It's hard to tell. Either way, this Fram Force oil filter is disappointment. I would have liked to see a better quality filter inside for a filter, especially for a filter that costs more than $10. The STP extended life over the blue can. I mean, the filter looks the same to me. Paying extra for the red silicone anti-drain back valve and gasket. But I would run this filter. I would not run this filter. And now I have the AC Delco Gold. I don't think we're going to find any gold in this filter. Again, previous AC Delco filter I cut open looked good on the inside. However, this one is a disappointment. No anti-drain back valve. Felt ends on the end of the filter element. Black rubber anti-drain back valve. That is also a combination valve because, again, just like we saw on the Fram Drive, the bypass function is part of the anti-drain back valve. Inside the filter, plastic cage. This is identical, absolutely identical to the Fram Drive that I cut open. I mean, same. Base plates are exactly the same. Fram Drive was $6.29. The AC Delco, $8.79. Personally, I would not pay more than $4 for either of these filters, but prices these days, inflation, etc., etc. In conclusion, if size matters and you like having a bright orange oil filter hanging off your engine block, go with the Fram Force. I mean, you're not getting good quality inside, but at least you got a decent sized filter element in there. For $10, this STP extended life filter is decent. Okay, it's maybe not as big as the Force, but it's got quality pieces in there. I would absolutely go 10,000 miles on this STP extended life oil filter. Don't waste your time with this particular AC Delco filter. It is cheap crap. Same with this Fram drive. It's also cheap crap. Better off paying $4 for a white can SuperTech filter from Walmart. Best value of all these is the blue STP. It's got decent internals, decent filter. It's not bad. I would not be afraid to run 5, 6, even up to 8,000 miles on this filter, depending on how long you go, time-wise between filter changes. Anyway, that's that. See you next time.